Previously, on the Ultimate Iron Man series, we managed to complete some massive skilling achievements. Level 77 Herblore, which unlocks stamina potions without having to boost, critical for training several skills efficiently. Level 90 Hunter, unlocking the ability to barehanded catch crystal implings. We'll definitely be using this a lot, as the best in slot Ultimate Iron Man construction training method is in Prifddinas, where crystal imps roam freely. And lastly, level 80 Construction. Construction is arguably the most useful skill for Ultimate Iron Man. This allows us to permanently store all of the Clue Scroll awards that have been taking up precious space on the account, as well as unlocking every essential costume room upgrade. The POH Fairy Ring and the Fancy Jewelry Box. These are all critical unlocks for any Ultimate Iron Man account. The Fairy Ring is especially nice for us because we were currently using the Monastery Fairy Ring, so the POH Fairy Ring significantly boosts our access to the Fairy Ring network. So without further ado, I bring to you UIM Loki Progress Series, video number 16. Okay, so this is going to be our first piece. We went a little bit over just because the last video was rendering and we weren't able to boot up Camtasia during that, but I wanted to get the footage, so here is the Prospector boots. Slowly going to be getting rid of our all-white Ultimate Iron Man fashionscape, but it'll be worth it. Boom! Level 83 mining coming in here. Not too bad. Definitely going to be getting level 84, and we might just get level 85. Not sure how to calculate that, because the tier of ore you get scales with the level. I don't know. Boom! There's the Prospector helmet. 40 nuggets, second piece down, 2 to go. Gonna destroy this Iron Man helmet. There's another 50 nuggets, which means we can buy either the legs or the body. I think the body is 60. Yeah, so we're going to buy the legs here. That is 3 pieces down and 1 to go. Oh, wow. There's level 84 mining. That is pretty awesome. Probably not going to get level 85, 300k XP. We only need 30 more nuggets, so I mean, that's okay. We'll get a good chunk of the way through. But yeah, with level 84 mining, we can now have easy access to Runite ore with easy access to a Dwarven Stout, which gives us a +1 boost. And with that Runite ore, we now have, well, once we get the smithing level, we'll have easy access to, we're pretty close to a smithing level, by the way. We'll have easy access to getting the rune crossbow, so we can kill Venanatis consistently, and if we die, we can easily remake our entire setup to get back there as quick as possible. This is actually like sort of crazy to get 84 mining. I remember on my Iron Man, I wanted to be able to mine rune rocks for like the Elite Diary, and just to get even 80 mining, I had to do like a bunch of sandstone, and it was like this huge painful process. But on this account, like, I only power mined to level 72 for Dragon Slayer 2, and then I went from like 72 to 82 for during the rune crafting grind, and then 84 just from this. So I like accidentally got access to the rune and rock mining, which is kind of crazy now that I'm actually thinking about it. So pretty happy about that.
That's a beautiful sight. 62 golden nuggets. That means we are done with this level load mine grind. Not too bad. I think it took about, I don't know, 10-12 hours or so. So, wait a sec. Okay. I thought I just bought the wrong piece. I guess I would have been able to sell it back for like 80% of the cost or whatever, but yeah. We just completed the Prospector kit. I was thinking we were going to be able to complete the Falador Hard Diary after we did this, but we do need 72 Slayer and need to do one more quest. Oh, right here. Enter the Mining Guild wearing full Prospector. Let's go do that real quick. Boom, there it is. Now we can go store this Prospector kit in our house, I believe. So the full Prospector is actually also a Master Clue requirement for like for a Sherlock step. And I think we can store it in here. Nice, nice. That's pretty good. I'm glad we could do that, because if we couldn't, then that'd kind of suck, but we can, so awesome. So I suppose the last thing we should do before we go to Venanatis would be to clear out these myth ores, and then I think that's all we should do, right? I need to look at the drop table for what we would be getting from Venanatis so we can... Well, those are huge. I didn't realize those would be so big. I thought they'd be like... They look pretty small. Okay, well, anyway. So it looks like we have 5 free inventory spots to deal with the loot from Venanatis. Probably going to be dropping... He's probably going to be dropping a bit more than 5 items that we're going to be collecting. So we'll have to take a look at that, but gonna knock off these Mythors first. Actually, screw this. Mythor sucks. Anyone who uses Mythor sucks. I'm just gonna drop this. I don't really want to have to deal with that. It's gonna take forever, and it's not gonna be good XP. So I'm just gonna not do that. Okay, I'm like ridiculously scared right now. I haven't done anything like this ever on the account. I don't really like the idea that I have 200 million blood runes just sitting on the ground on some place. We're going into the wilderness. So far, so good. This is our setup. I just decided to get the green dehydrate vein braces instead of the black because, I don't know, I'm too excited to do this. I just wanted to get it going. But we can't make the black ones. We'll be making them if we end up dying and losing this set. But I mean, Coif, you know, we brought an anti-dragon shield so we can tank... Oh, we should probably drink this. So we can tank we can X-log on the green dragons, which are right next to the Venanatis area over here. I developed a pretty good method because I did probably I don't know, 400 kills on the Iron Man. Speaking of the Iron Man, I actually got the Venanatis pet on that guy like a long time ago, so that's pretty awesome. But here we are, Venanatis on the Ultimate Iron Man. This is the inventory. He can stack us out for like 90 damage, I'm pretty sure, because he can stack his attacks. Looks like this world's taken. Our death bank is on world 334. Oh, there he is. Maybe someone just killed him. I'm gonna go over here and grab him. It's been quite a while since I've done this. I probably should have practiced on the main, but we let him attack us once. We come over here. So I'm just going to show you guys one time how this lure works. No one really uses this south side, so it's pretty good. There's like a 10% chance he'll retreat, and if he does that, you just come back over here behind this tree and re-aggro him, come back to this tile next to the tree, and then it's important you got to walk down south to out of his aggro range. If you run, he won't catch up to you in time, and it won't work. Then you run over to... this is the wrong spot that we're going to walk to. We're going to walk one tile north and south, but currently, as you can see, we're being attacked. That's because we're not walking underneath them. What you want to do is you want to walk one tile west of here, and then walk one tile above and back. All you need him to do is move one tile south, and then run up behind these trees over here. This is where you don't want to stand, because if you stand here, he can still attack you. So what you want to do is you want to run up behind the trees over here. This is where PKers usually like to log in because they can get a high vantage point. And once he's come over there to attack you, he is effectively lured. This is where you want to stand. The tile that we're standing on is where you can attack him from with the rune crossbow. It's the most southeastern tile that you can stand on. As you can see, we're in 20 wildy or 24 wildy, and the tile that we've got marked just to the right of us a little bit is single combat. So if you wanted to, potentially you could bring an ACB, put it on long range, and actually range him from single combat. First kill on the Ultimate Iron Man. A lot of times right when you kill it, the PK, yep, see, there was a guy up there. I swear to God, I just saw a guy. Right when they'll wait until you kill it, so that way they know you're gonna run up and get the loot, and then they can like catch you off guard. Yeah, see. Whew, Jesus. Okay. I'm not liking this too much, if I'm honest. Alright, well, I guess let's try another kill. I was like really slow on the world switch there. I'm just like pretty nervous, honestly. But I remember this being like super chill when I did it on the Iron Man, so we'll see. I think this is KC number 2. So we still have 30 minutes left on our loot pile. I guess we'll just go do one or two more kills, and then we'll go refresh our loot pile. I really don't like the idea that they have a loot pile active, and if I just like if it slips my mind that it's there, I just like lose everything. It's kind of stressful. I'm not really. Maybe I just need to get used to it. I don't know yet. I guess we'll see how that works itself out. We just got clawed out. The only response I could muster was to take a sip of ranging potion in my self-induced state of paralysis through anxiety. I panicked. Jesus, my heart's pounding. Okay, well, guess that's how it just goes sometimes. I don't think I'm emotionally ready for this yet. I'm gonna need to, god damn it. I'm gonna need to just, okay, so we can't even do this right now, even if we wanted to. That was our only rune crossbow that we just lost. All in all, we haven't really risked too much and we didn't really lose too much, so, yeah. I think maybe we'll put off Venanatis until we're a little more comfortable with the game mode. Maybe work on some other stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stick to the rest of the list, aside from Venanatis. I'm gonna work on the Curse of the Empty Lord quest, so we can unlock the Ghostly Robe set, that 10k Herb Lore lamp, and I don't know, I give some other stuff too. I can't really think clearly right now though, because of that Venanatis PK. Sort of just got me a bit distraught, but we're gonna be doing that. Okay, time to go to the lava maze to get some Ghostly Robe pieces. We got sequence number 3. I'm not sure if that's the good or the bad one. Wildy task on the way. Another Wildy task. Really hoping we don't have to bring the Ghostly Robe sets that we already got to talk to get the next set, the next piece from this guy. There we go. Nice. Best fashion scape of like 2005 or whatever. And now I'm pretty sure if we talk to Venus up on the top floor, he'll give us a 10k XP lamp. and any skill over level 50. And we have Herblore O level 50, so I believe... Nice. There we go. 10k. Beautiful. And then we can store this in the POH for if we ever decide to do General of the Shadow, which is like the follow-up to this, to get the Shadow Sword, which is like a master clue step, I think. That'll be pretty useful. I think this goes in here. Forget which one it goes in. Yeah. Nice. So I think now that we've done the Curse of the Empty Lord, I think the next thing we're going to work on is the Magic Arena 2 capes. So I think we're going to end up selling all of our blood runes to get cash to buy blood runes. So if that last part didn't make much sense, trust me, I'm right there with you. Basically what I mean is that we need like to cast all of the blood spells, all of the major arena spells, which cost blood runes, but we can't take our whole blood rune stack into the wilderness. That'd be ridiculous. So we need to get GP to buy like just a small stack, like 1,000 blood runes or so. So we're gonna have to sell our blood runes for 200 each in order to buy them back for 500 each. Because we don't have a rune pouch. Sure, I don't even know how you would get just 1,000 blood runes and bring them into the wilderness if you have 200, if you have as many as we do. So I'm just gonna get a mill GP so we can buy all the stabs we need for Major Arena 2. I think you need to get all 3. And we'll have enough blood runes to cast to kill all of the monsters. So there's 1,000,000 GP. And now we're gonna go buy blood runes with the... We're just gonna pick up all these coins and all these prayer potions. We're gonna go do the quest. This feels pretty uncomfortable. I don't know, we're risking like a mill or something, but it'll be worth it if we can manage to complete it, obviously. The Imbued Cape is like best in slot for magic attack strength, so magic strength, I can't think, I'm just sort of nervous. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, time to go charge all these staffs. Decided to bring the main out here so we could attack him to get that. There's the hard task. Just a little bit of remedial busy work to keep me from getting too stressed out about all this. But also just, I mean, the scroll doesn't really affect it in Ultimate Iron Man because you always lose everything you have anyway, so. Nice! All 3 spells have been charged, so we are free to go. Still have 28 minutes left on the death pile. So this will be the first time that this new death mechanic update will actually come in handy. Previously, Ultimate Iron Man who were doing this would have had to carry all of these Zamorak and Guthics and Saradomin items on them during the whole quest, but we can actually death pile store them for an hour right here while we just go do one of these at a time. So that's like insanely useful. Are you kidding me, man? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh my god, man, no. That is fucking lame as hell. Okay, I guess we go buy some more blood runes, I guess. Okay, let's hope we don't get PK'd this time. Probably gonna have to restock on food. I don't even know what their attacks are, so I'm just like doing this little stutter step thing in case they use area of effect attacks or something. Or area specific, rather. Hey, that was easy as hell. Nice, I'm happy about that. We don't even have a teleport that works past level 30. We'd have to like make a glory or something, because we haven't done Monkey Madness 2, and I don't even know what else besides Dragonstone Jewelry and the Seed Pod you'd use. I'm actually planning to get all 3 Imbued Capes just so we never have to come back to the wilderness again in case we ever decide we want like a different cape for some reason. And I think, so once you kill all 3, you get to pick 1 cape. And then after that, you have to kill the specific god-associated creature to get that specific cape. So you have to kill the Guthix one for the Guthix cape, and etc. I think since we already killed one, we can now alch our Guthic staff, and we don't have to worry about it because you only need to kill two additional ones. So we'll just kill the Saradomin and Zamorak additional one, I suppose. You know, that way we're not having to juggle / risk 3 stabs at the same time. We could just do 2. I'm not sure where the safe spot is on this one. My heart's kind of pounding. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I don't know how you would, but... There we go. Okay, let's just haul ass over to Collodion and turn this shit in. Okay, whew, nice, nice. 1 more to go. I mean, we'll still need 3 more to go if we want to get all 3. We haven't used a single dose of prayer potion though, that's kind of weird. May as well go ahead and store one of each of these capes on the cape rack, right? Pretty sure, yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't do that. Damn, it just switched positions, so probably gonna have to restock on food this time, unfortunately. Wow, that one Zamorak attack that he got off on us actually reduced our magic level to 79, so we can't cast charge. So we gotta wait, like, I guess 9 seconds before we can actually challenge him again. Whoa, what? 34? Oh, I think you have to stand really far away, don't you? If I remember correctly. Nice! We completed it. That's amazing. There it is. You know what? I wonder if we can kill him again real quick, or at least attempt to. Yeah, it's inactive. We gotta go turn it in first. Ah, yes. Okay. You know, for some reason I was dreading to do this, but that wasn't too bad, honestly. I got the Imbued Sardom Cape. Let's look at these others. Pretty much a permanent unlock unless we somehow make some sort of catastrophic mistake. I just got a big smile on my face, man. Like, it feels so good to get at least what we have done. You know what I mean? I feel pretty comfortable now, actually, being in the wilderness. So maybe Venanatis will be a little bit easier than it was prior. Being in the poison spider area is sort of unfortunate.
And we got him. Beautiful. Oh, come on, man. No. Man. I saw him go into the... Yeah. Man, I saw him go into the lever, and I was in combat with a hellhound, apparently. I just got an attack or something, and it wouldn't let me log out. I was just like, you probably won't be able to close the gap on me. Probably not even a PK or... God damn it, dude. I was in such a good mood right there. Well, I guess, let's go re-gear.
Boom. And a nice little looting bag for good measure. Now let's not die on our way to turn it in this time. How about that? Feels good, man. There it is, baby. Imbue the Zamarakian cape. One last hit. Should do it. Okay, now one last hit. That should definitely do it. Oh, baby. That's if we don't die on our way back, then that'll be the final one complete. Looks like we made it. We made it. We made it. You can have that, buddy. I don't know what the hell you're gonna do with it, but thank you, sir. Imbue your Gothics cape. Yes. Thank you very much. Check it out, man. This is just great. We got all of these unlocked forever. All of them done. Checked off the list. Man. I feel pretty good right now. I did not really want to do that, and that wasn't fun while doing it. In fact, our stuff is still on the ground, so we should probably go pick that up before we start shattering too much. Alright. I am gonna sleep well tonight. Perfect. So, we did it, guys. We got all the magic imbued capes. Alright, well, with that done, I suppose we should move on to our list. MA2 capes completed. 90 smithing, 82 construction. Can't do D-pick because we don't have rune crossbow. 90 smithing would unlock the D-pick. 82 construction, that would just be convenient to get. So we could plus 3 boost for 85. And so we could plus 6 boost, which is an easy boost to get for Master Clue Stash. But the thing that sticks out the most on here would be the Wilderness Hard Diary. So
let's do it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. You should probably be getting like 170 plus. I usually get like 200 on the main with max quest points, but that's the reason we did this. Slayer's our lowest skill. We need 3 more Slayer levels. Oh my god. To do that thing we want to do, the Wilderness Hard Diary. So, I mean, we're just going to boost for it anyway, I think. I just got kind of reminded to do the Tears of Gothics in the meantime.
Actually, you know what? Scratch that. We're going to do something else. We're going to wait for our stats to be a little bit better before we try this.
I really want to get the Ornate Rejuvenation Pool, which requires 82 herb lore. So we're going to go do some farming contracts to get the seeds to plant herbs, and then doing agility while we do that. Nice, just got a little Chronos seed that should make farming contracts ever so slightly easier. I'm just trying to get all of the possible hard contract seeds in the inventory while we're trying agility. Got 60 marks of grace, still need a Catentine seed and a Torstal seed, and then we can like pretty much just blaze through these contracts. But meanwhile, I just hit a pretty cool milestone on the Iron Man. Got 1 million minnows, so I think that should be 25,000 sharks. Yeah, so gonna go cook those. managed to get 15 million fishing XP, which puts us in the top 1,000 too, so it's pretty cool. Our inventory is getting a little bit cramped, so we're just going to get rid of a few items, as well as want to clear up some space so we can do a Hespori kill. So going to do a little death loot extravaganza. Can we get a bucket? Super nice if we could get one. Can we get one? Let's see. No bucket. Oh, we got maple seeds. That's actually pretty good. That's nice. That's really good, actually. Those are like the best thing to have planted, because you can roll those on an easy, medium, and hard contract. So beautiful. Just going to sell off these few death runes we've got for, I don't know, like 5k or whatever. Alright, so we cleared up quite a bit of space. We can store like a lot more herbs in our looting bag now. Pretty much every herb that we want to farm, because we're going to be farming these as we get them. But we're going to hold on to everything except for this dragonstone, these dragonstones and steel bars. I like to drop items in the Varrock West Bank. This is where like the OG noobs hang out. Look at this guy, level 15. I'm going to drop it right under him. It's like, I don't know, 200k, but I really don't want to deal with this stuff. I mean, it wouldn't be worth it for the most part, I don't think. You can make cannonballs, but I don't know. We're not going to be canning anytime soon, so well, we could always get those back pretty quickly at Volcano anyway. The GE is just full of beggars, you know. Oh, looks like someone got it. I did not see that coming, if I'm honest. Level 86 agility. Pretty nice. No unlocks, but I mean, pretty sure. Yeah, we had gained about like 350,000 XP. I mean, we have 93 marks of grace. Just started doing the farming contract grind while doing this. I thought about doing Master Farmer, because you bank. I remember calculating in like episode 6 or something that you bank around 45k Herblore XP an hour in terms of herb seeds, as long as you're doing it like tick perfect. But I think with this method, you doing agility and then just checking the farming contracts every time they pop up, you end up getting less Herblore XP an hour, like raw Herblore XP an hour. But for the amount of time spent doing the contracts, you get a lot of Herblore XP. And meanwhile, you're training agility. So overall, like the amount of hours we're playing today, we didn't get that much Herblore XP, but sort of like, I think it's a little bit more macro efficient to do it this way. Because, I mean, we would do like 20 hours of thieving to get enough for 82 Herblore. And that would be not macro efficient at all, because, I mean, I don't want to train thieving. But instead we're training agility. Maybe we'll get like another couple agility levels before we get the herb for that. Maybe we'll even get to like 90 agility. I don't know. I don't know how long this is going to take, but pretty sure this is more macro efficient to do. I do want to do the Hollow Sepulture. I did that on the main and got like, I don't know, 4 million agility XP. Not the main, the Iron Man rather. And I got the full Dark Graceful set, which is pretty nice, and I got a couple Rings of Endurance. I don't know how we would manage a Ring of Endurance on the Ultimate Iron Man. They'd probably just get in the way. I don't even know if we'd end up keeping it, but it's like super fun content to do. It doesn't require any inventory space either. It's just like, I don't really know if we have the capacity to complete the Sins of the Father, or whatever it's called. I kind of struggled on that on the Iron Man, and it's like maxed, so yeah, I don't know. This is fine too, because we're getting Marks of Grace, which ends up being like, I don't know, 5k Herblore XP an hour worth of Amethyst crystals, so I'm not complaining. Hey, what a beautiful sight. Level 83 farming. Nice, we don't have to boost for spirit trees, but that's not really that great, but I mean, I'm happy about it. What am I complaining about? You end up getting a lot of farming XP from seeds, from farming contracts, obviously, which is really great, because we need 85 for no longer having to boost for hard contracts. This guy just like valiantly offered to protect me from this vampire that was like destroying me. I don't know why he's destroying me, and this guy's only level 71, so I should be the one saving him, but he's just a champion. I mean, look at him. A beautiful being. Tuarella. I don't know what that means, but I love you. We're going to have to strategize a little on how we're going to deal with this inventory. It's basically full. What we decided to do is go ahead and clear up our Rainer Seeds slot, because, I mean, the way that I see it, the Master Farmer is essentially like a bank. I mean, he's holding a bunch of seeds and we can withdraw them at any time. It's just that we don't know which one we're going to withdraw and how often. But I think the drop rate of the Rainer Seeds is like 1 in 300. And since thieving the Master Farmer is a 2-tick animation, and there are 6,000 ticks in an hour, that means we can thieve him 3,000 times an hour for being tick perfect, which means we can get a Rainer Seed approximately every 6 minutes, if that math is correct.
Yeah, confirmed. Master Farmer is a bank. He just charges a 6-minute premium to access your Rainer Seed.
So we don't really need to take up the slot if we get it assigned as a easy contract. And the rest of these seeds that we have are all hard contract seeds, so we're going to keep them because they either take a long time to get, or
the value of the seed pack would be worth less than the premium the Master Farmer would charge in order to access the seeds.
I do have enough points to go ahead and buy the seed box. I don't really want to do that if I can avoid it. I mean, I don't need it yet. It's not like I actually need the space. It'd be convenient, but if I'm going to buy the seed box, it's going to be because I need it. Currently, we don't need it, so I'm going to hold off on that as long as we can. Maybe we can't, but we should be okay now that we have every single type of seed that we need for all the hard contracts, except for the white lily and, you know, the fruit tree and tree seeds. Though we do have 3 of each tree seed, so maybe we'll be good on those too. The next seed I'd be willing to get rid of if I absolutely had to would be the Earth seed. It's the next step up from the Rainer seed. Rainer seed's 1 in 300 drop, and the Earth seed's like 1 in 600 or something. So that'd be an average of 10 minutes to get 1 Rainer seed if we ever needed to get it for an easy contract. But yeah, I think we should be good because all these seeds are the only hard contract seeds we'll get. Also, it sort of just occurred to me that since you need 85 farming for the hard contracts, but you can boost to get the contract. You can boost a hard contract and get a fruit tree and then roll down to a medium and then no longer get a fruit tree once your farming level goes back below 85. If that makes sense. Because oftentimes what will happen is you won't be able to complete, you'll get like a magic tree seed, hard contract, you'll say, oh, I can't do that, so you'll ask for a new contract, you'll roll down to a medium, it'll say like a curry tree seed. You know, no one wants to do that, so you re-roll it again and you get like a, you know, an apple tree seed, which takes 16 hours. And it's like, no one ever wants that. But because we would be 84 farming by the time we get to that point, it would no longer be rolling on the fruit tree table. So that's like really convenient because the fruit tree table is like the worst one to roll on because you have to wait 16 hours. I mean, that could just set you back an entire day worth of farming contracts if you get it unluckily. So I think being at 82 to 84 farming is actually the best level to grind hard contracts. Cool, you can actually do this diary step without having to stay logged in for the entire duration. Just decided to go ahead and complete this a little elite task here. Level 87 agility coming in here. That's pretty neat. Also, we just hit 200 marks of grace, which means we've been doing this for, I don't know, like probably 20 hours. Gained 555k agility XP. I don't know when I set that timer up, but that sounds about right. Also, we've got about 100k farming XP or Herbler XP banked in the looting bag here. We need around 760k XP, so definitely knocking out this Herbler grind. Who would have thought 4 levels would have taken so long? So since we have the Chronos seed planted, I've just been checking our farming contracts by teleporting there constantly and using a lot of law runes. I used like 30 law runes on the last berry patch because I wanted to check at every growth stage. I was just pretty excited to get the contracts completed. But if we chop down this magic tree, we can get some magic strings and make it into an...
Which grants us the ability to be able to check the farming contract patch remotely, rather than having to go and check it manually every single time.
Let's see if we can get these roots going. Boom. So I think we put this into a magic string. I don't think I've ever actually made this item before, which is kind of weird. I've been playing this game since like 2005, but I think, let's see, Emerald Amulet. And then we put the magic string on there, I guess. Yeah, pre-nature amulet. And then, I believe we just enchant it, right? Let's see, Emerald enchant, boom. Awesome. Amulet of Nature. So we want to monitor this whiteberry patch. So it's at state 5 and 9. That means there's 4 more cycles of 20 minutes each. Do we just use it on it? How do we... Okay, you have bound it. Rub. Yeah. It's... Oh, and it tells you if it's diseased. That's awesome. That's going to save us... That's going to be pretty efficient to do. Because previously we were teleporting here and then teleporting back to the Relica Agility course. But now we can save on law runes and we don't have to... XP waste, checking it constantly. Because the way the Chronos seed works is that every time there's a farming cycle, which berries have they operate on 20-minute farming cycles. There's 9 cycles. Well, there's actually 8 cycles if you don't include the planted stage. And so every time one of those cycles hits, I think there's a 25% chance of skipping the next cycle. And once you skip a cycle, it rolls again on skipping that cycle. If you skip that one, it rolls again. So you can get pretty lucky and chain them together. It ends up being like a 33% reduction in the amount of cycles you'll end up doing. So now every time a 20-minute interval passes, we can just go ahead and rub it and see if we got super lucky and just go straight there and then check the health and complete it and come back here quickly. So that's pretty awesome. This is a pretty big moment here on the account. We managed to grow a spirit tree. First one on the account. Boom, there it is. And also level 84 farming, which is quadruple E roots. Nice. Super useful to have the spirit tree here because Brimhaven's slightly inaccessible unless you have your POH portal here, which we don't. So now we can use this to get around RuneScape a little bit easier. Hey, 7 out of 9. Free from disease. So we only waited 20 minutes, but we managed to complete 2 20-minute farming cycles, which means we skipped a stage. Probably should have got this thing at the very beginning of this grind, but better late than never. What? we like dropped the amulet in nature. It's like, are you sure you want to drop it? You might lose it forever. I'm like, yeah, we'll just pick it up before it despawns. But then it's like the ground opens up and draws it down into the earth. What the hell? So I have to go make another one now. That took like 20 minutes last time. God damn. All right. I mean, that would only took like 10 minutes to get back, so that's not too bad.
Luckily, we happen to have another magic tree planted. Hey, Mudkip. Are you there, Mudkip? We love you, Mudkip. Mudkip, we love you. Hey, Mudkip.
Whew. There's level 88 agility. That's pretty neat. Did we get anything? Karoom dungeon. Oh yeah, that's the Hydra shortcut, I think. I forget if you need the elite diary done to use that, but that's pretty cool. 327 marks. That is a lot of marks. That is a 0 XP waste notification right there. So historically on this account, whenever we had to plant a Torstal seed, I was just dropping it. But now that we're 78 Herbalore, I have new plans. Throw all this stuff on the table.
So this stuff will stay on the table for 10 minutes while we go make 10 Zamrock brews. I feel like it's probably worth it. It's like 2k Herbalore XP for, you know, just a couple minutes of work. And we made it back in time and no one took our stuff, which is pretty nice.
Well, this was bound to happen at some point, but we just got a white lily seed rolled into a cactus seed rolled into an orange tree seed. So pretty much doesn't get much worse than that. We don't have access to white lilies, don't have access to cactus. Those are 1 in like 2,000 for Master Farmer and Orange Tree Seed. Obviously, we wouldn't be holding on to those. So that's a big rip. We're going to have to do birdhouse runs to get that Orange Tree Seed so we can resume the farming contract grind. And we're going to have to wait 16 hours after we get that for the Orange Tree to grow. So. Alright, I think it's finally time to actually go ahead and pull the trigger on the seed box. We've sort of held it off for long enough. We have just enough points from trading Tith Farm. We actually can't do birdhouse runs with this limited amount of inventory, so, I mean, I was kind of hoping we could hold off getting any untradeable items on the account, but this is kind of insane. Just cleared up like half the inventory, so I'm liking that a lot. I think I'm also gonna drop these crystal shards. 3 mil worth of crystal shards. I'm gonna drop them. We wouldn't even be able to trade those over to the main, but, I mean, I was kind of hoping 500 crystal shards is half of what you would need to charge up a Blade of Salador to make it the Blade of Salador Corrupted, which gives it unlimited charges. So supposedly, by the time you actually are supposed to get the Blade of Salador on drop rate, you would end up getting around 2,000 crystal shards. But I mean, honestly, I'd prefer the inventory space right now just so we could do this a little bit more comfortably. It's kind of sad. I've been hanging on to these guys for forever, but it's well overdue.
Yeah, I mean, that's just really unfortunate. I was like trying to be really careful to avoid that from happening. But I mean, when we got the medium contract cactus seed, it didn't really make sense to get that. And the white lily hard seed is just sort of impossible to deal with as an Ultimate Iron Man. And then to top it all off, the fruit tree easy contract kicker. So unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So I don't really mind that. It's sort of just how it goes. But however, that means if we assume that it's going to take 16 hours for that to grow once we get it, and it's going to take like 5 or 6 bird runs to get it, that's like a 24-hour content lull. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If you guys made it to the end, I really appreciate it. We had a 20% boost in subscribers after the last video, which is just like kind of mind-blowing. Really want to thank you guys for that. And yeah, with all that said, thank you for watching. As always, I love you. Peace out. Take care. Until the next one, stay safe out there. Bye.